Hello and good afternoon, viewers at home. My name is Mr. Femi from Tender Care MOTORSTOLIC International School in Egypt, Cairo. Today we want to look at a topic in our class, C.R.K. class, and this is for grade 6, C.R.K. grade 6. Today's topic says the preparation of the Exodus. The preparation of the Exodus. Exodus simply means the journey of the Israelites from Egypt to Canaan land. The journey of the Israelites is a journey of people who are under affliction out of the place of affliction to a safe place. So we know the children of Israelites, they were in Egypt in affliction under the authority of King Pharaoh. So their journey out of Egypt and what happens before and maybe during the journey is we want to look at in a jiffy. And you know, as a CRP class, we are studying about God and man. So we have to have a word of prayer before we go on. Shall we close our eyes anywhere we are here? Father, in Jesus' name, our God and our Maker, we thank you, Lord, for today's class. We appreciate you for the privilege to study and to learn at your feet. We pray, O Lord, that your presence will be here. We ask, O Lord, that Holy Spirit come and give us understanding. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Amen. So, let's go. We said the topic is the preparation of the Exodus. Our Bible text is taken from the book of Exodus, chapter 12, from verse 1 to verse 38. I will advise us to take a Bible and read at our leisure time so that we can know more about the story. Our memory verse is taken from Exodus chapter 14 and in verse 14, where God was telling the children of Israel that it's with them, that they don't need to fight the battle, that He will fight for them, they just don't need to do anything. That is the memory verse, which I believe is very simple for us to know. By way of introduction, the Lord commanded Moses and Aaron to tell King Pharaoh to release the Israelites. It was a command from God, and God sent Moses and Aaron, go in unto Pharaoh, tell him to release my people, the Israelites. But Pharaoh stubbornly disobeyed. He didn't just disobey, but stubbornly. He even tried to say, who is God that I will listen to him? We can see that is stubbornness. The Lord then struck Pharaoh and all Egyptians with 10 plagues. I underline the word plagues for some of us that might have forgotten how I explained to us in the class before. Plagues is just from here, from what we use it for, it's just affliction or sufferings. Sufferings or affliction, things that hurt us. Okay? So the Lord struck Pharaoh and all the Egyptians with 10 plagues. Now, the first one of the plague is that God turned the water of River Nile into blood. And you know, that is where the source of the drinking water in Egypt is from. So the water became blood. So after that, the Lord sent frogs to Egypt. Frogs were everywhere. In the house, on the street, in the kitchen, in the room, in the bedroom, everywhere on the bed. Everywhere. After that, the Lord sent mosquitoes. We all know how mosquitoes will be disturbing and maybe even bite seriously. And it was there all over the place in Egypt. After that, the Lord sent flies. The Lord sent flies. And in Egypt, by the grace of God, I'm here in Egypt now, their flies is very disturbing, even the ones we have now. Not to talk of the one that was sent as a plague to afflict them. Flies everywhere. Then after that, there was deadly disease to all animals. All animals. Deadly disease. Their animals were just dying. After that, there was festering boils. We all know boils. It's a skin disease. A kind of little swelling up with severe pain. With severe pain, and it was all over their bodies. After that, the Lord sent thunder and hails. Thunder from heaven, very great one. I remember when God was talking to the children of Israel in the wilderness, the thunder was so high was so, it was so loud that the children of Israel, they were afraid. They now told Moses, please, you go and listen to God. When whatever God said to you, come and tell us from here, because we are afraid of this thunder. So that kind of thunder, God sent it with hails. Hails are like stones of fire, very hot, falling from heaven, like rain. So God sent it unto them. After that, the locust is the, what do we call it? The insects that affect crops, that affect farm produce. Now, when all the farm produce have been infected with locusts, there will be very little or no harvest or provision. So, after that, there was darkness all over the land of Egypt. And after that, finally, there was death of all firstborn son. All the firstborn of Egyptian male died. Not only man, but man and animals. All the firstborn son of both man and animals from the Egyptians died. You will notice that from what I just said now, what about the children of Israel? They were in Egypt too. Were they not affected with all these plagues? No, they were not affected. And you will see that any time that God sent one plague, Pharaoh will plead with Moses to beg God to take the plague away, with the promise that if God takes it away, I will release the children of Israel. But after Moses will have pleaded with God and God will take the plague away, Pharaoh will still refuse to let them go. So, and it continues until the last one, which is the death of all the firstborn sons of both man and animals of the Egyptians. Now, preparation for the journey, Just before the journey started, God gave some instructions to Moses as follows. There were some instructions that God gave to Moses. It was a day before the journey started. Number one, the Paschal lamb. The Paschal lamb. The Paschal lamb, it was a lamb that God told them to kill. The people shall kill the lamb without defect, not just any lamb. The one without defect. For each family at twilight. We all know twilight. Twilight is just a little bit before the evening, just the early hours of it, like in Egypt between around 6 to 7 p.m. So the Lord told them to kill it at that time, and it must be the one without defect, the one that is not sick or have any blemish. Then he said they should use some of the blood of the lamb to mark the doorpost and the lintels, the doorpost and the lintels up. That they should use the blood of that lamb that was killed to mark the doorpost and the lintels. Now they shall eat the lamb and be ready for the journey. In fact, God told them that as they are eating, they should dress as if they are going. They should eat it with the mind of preparation that we are going, after this thing we are going. So if you study the place I told you in the book of Exodus chapter 12 verse 1 to 32, you will see how God told them to eat it. They have to put on, I don't know the kind of clothes they are wearing that time. If they are using bed, they have to tighten their bed, they have to wear their shoe. They must be set to go out. So, then two, the passing of the angel. Which angel? At midnight, the Lord will pass through Egypt by his angel. We all know that God is a spirit. So, he was passing through the angel to strike all the Egyptians' firstborn son. You can take it. To strike all the Egyptian firstborn son. But when he sees the mark of the blood, he will pass by without striking anyone there. The reason why God told them that lamb they killed, they should use the blood of the lamb to mark the lintel and the two doorposts is that when the angel that will be destroying, that will be killing all the firstborn comes and get to that door, when he sees the blood, he will just pass by, he will not touch anybody there. That is the instruction that God has given to the children of Israel so that they will be preserved instead of dying the way the Egyptians are dying. So, it happened. The angel came, he went throughout all the Egypt, killed all the firstborn, including the firstborn of Pharaoh himself. After the death of all firstborn sons of both man and animal of the Egyptians, Pharaoh feared and commanded the release of the Israelites. After the death of all the firstborn, Pharaoh feared, he became afraid, and he commanded, okay, let the Israelites, let them go. So they left. What happened? They left with all their belongings. Everything. All their belongings. They left with it. They did not leave anything in Egypt. They packed everything, their livestock, everything they have, they left with it. The next day, Pharaoh later changed his mind and pursued the Israelites to bring them back. Look at it. Pharaoh, you see the word stubbornness that I mentioned earlier on. He still changed his mind. It means that he has allowed them to go in the first instance, not because he honored God, but maybe because of the suffering. But now, when he saw that they have left, it's like he was losing, and he didn't want to lose. Very stubborn person. So he said, I have to pursue them. So he changed his mind and he pursued them. And they were going through the way of the Red Sea. They have to cross the Red Sea to the other side. There was no bridge that time, and there was something they could do. But God was with his people. God was always with his people. And by that, when they got to the Red Sea, God parted the Red Sea into two. And as he parted the Red Sea into two, the children of Israel passed through safely to the other side. They passed through safely to the other side. But what happened to the host of Pharaoh that were pursuing them? When they have passed through, the host of Pharaoh too, they started pursuing them, even inside the Red Sea. And on getting inside the Red Sea, the children of Israel have gotten to the other side. But God, Bible said, God allowed the chariots, the horses of Pharaoh's host to be running very fast, very fast, very fast. They could not control it again. If you study the passage I give you in the book of Exodus chapter 12, you will see that there was a place that one of them was saying that, let us leave these people alone. Their God was fighting for them. But at that time, it was too late. They could not stop it again. But when they got to the middle of the sea, God allowed the water to come back to its normal, and all of them perished inside the Red Sea. It's a very wonderful story. You will enjoy it if you read it. I would advise you, read it in the language that you know best. Thank God for the word of God, the Bible. You can read it. It has been translated to different languages. If you're an Arab man, you can read it in Arabic Bible. If you're English, you can read it in English Bible. Very important. The one we are using is the Good News version of the Bible. I want to give us a little classwork. I want to ask, what are the lessons we can learn from this event? Because there are so many lessons, many. And that is one of the reasons why most of these stories were written in the Bible. He taught us many things. There are many things God wanted us to know. That's why He allowed it to be like that. Okay? I believe you enjoy the class. Now I want to give you homework. Let me just give you something to take home so that you can just, when you study, you can just be very simple questions, but I want you to do it. Now, before I write, I want you to know that every grade 6 student, you can come to the school just to come and pick the copy of this teaching, like this. I have it here. You can just come and pick it, go through it. What I've written on the board is here. You can just come and pick it, go through it. The questions are there. You have to do the question. You can submit. I will mark it. You know, we have to stay at home, not to be going up and down unnecessarily. Then you can still go to our YouTube. This teaching will be uploaded on our YouTube in maybe after 2 days or 3 days. You'll find it on YouTube. You just go to Tender Care MOTORSTOLIC School YouTube page. You'll find it there. So just let me write the questions for you in case you will not be able to come to school from and pick it. This place. It's a homework. Number one, what did Moses tell Pharaoh? Number two, what was the response of Pharaoh? Number three, what was the first plague the Egyptians suffered? And lastly, why didn't the angel strike any of the Israelites? These are very cheap questions, as you can see. When you come to school, you can come and pick it, you will find it and you do it and submit it. Or you can see it directly from here, do it and bring it to school. There is no way you do it that it will not get to us. I will very much appreciate it so that we can continue our studies even while we are at home. I pray God will bless you all and give you understanding in Jesus' name. Amen. Thank you.